In the heart of the Caribbean, where the azure waves kissed the golden sands, lay a small uncharted island, known only in whispers and legends as Pirate Island. For centuries, it had been the subject of countless tales, each more extravagant than the last. Some spoke of buried gold, while others claimed it was the resting place of cursed jewels, lost to the sea and time. The island was said to be a haven for pirates during the golden age of piracy, a place where treasures were hidden and secrets buried deep beneath the earth. Among those captivated by the lore of Pirate Island was a young man named Samuel. Growing up in a coastal village, he had always been enchanted by the stories spun by the old fishermen, their voices crackling like the firelight as they recounted the exploits of infamous buccaneers. Samuel had spent his childhood dreaming of adventure, of sailing the high seas, and of discovering treasures that would change his life forever. As he matured, the allure of Pirate Island became a burning obsession, igniting a fierce determination within him. One fateful day, armed with little more than a tattered map he had obtained from a mysterious traveler, Samuel set sail on a modest fishing boat. The map, faded and worn, hinted at the location of the legendary treasure. It depicted a coastline dotted with palm trees, jagged cliffs, and a cavern that promised to hold riches beyond imagination. As he navigated through the shimmering waters, the wind filled his sails, and the thrill of adventure surged through his veins. Days passed, and Samuel finally spotted the silhouette of Pirate Island, rising majestically from the horizon. It was a sight to behold, with its lush greenery and rugged cliffs seemingly untouched by time. As he anchored his boat and stepped onto the soft, warm sand, a sense of exhilaration washed over him. He was standing on the threshold of history, a place where dreams and reality intertwined. With the map clutched tightly in his hand, Samuel began his search. He trekked through the dense jungle, the air thick with the scent of salt and wildflowers. The sounds of exotic birds echoed above him, their vibrant colors flitting through the foliage like living jewels. As he pushed deeper into the island, he stumbled upon remnants of a long-lost civilization. Crumbling stone structures, half buried in the earth, whispered tales of the pirates who once roamed these lands. After hours of exploration, Samuel finally found the entrance to the cavern depicted on his map. It loomed before him like the gaping maw of a great beast, dark and foreboding. Heart pounding in his chest, he lit a torch and stepped inside. The air was cool and damp, and the walls glistened with moisture, reflecting the flickering light. As he ventured deeper, the sound of dripping water echoed around him, a haunting melody that accompanied his every step. The cavern opened up into a vast chamber, and there, illuminated by the glow of his torch, lay a sight that took his breath away. Piles of gold coins, shimmering jewels, and ornate trinkets were scattered across the stone floor, glinting like stars in the darkness. Samuel could hardly believe his eyes. The tales had been true. He was standing in the heart of the treasure of Pirate Island, a fortune that had eluded so many before him. But as he approached the treasure, a sense of unease settled over him. The stories had warned of curses and guardians, spirits that protected the riches from those deemed unworthy. Samuel hesitated, his fingers hovering above the gold. Was he prepared to claim this wealth? Would it come at a cost? In that moment, he remembered the stories of the old fishermen, their cautionary tales echoing in his mind. The treasure was not merely a collection of gold and jewels. It was a legacy, a testament to the lives lost and the dreams shattered. He thought of the village he had left behind, of the people who had once shared in the tales of adventure. Would this treasure bring him joy, or would it lead to his downfall? As he stood there, contemplating his next move, a low rumble echoed through the cavern. The ground trembled beneath his feet, and he realized the stories had not been mere folklore. The island was alive, and it did not take kindly to intruders. Panic surged through him as he turned to flee, the weight of the treasure forgotten in the face of survival. Samuel raced through the winding passages, the darkness closing in around him. The sounds of shifting rocks and crashing waves filled his ears, urging him to escape. Just as he reached the entrance, a massive boulder tumbled down, blocking his path. Desperation clawed at his throat as he scrambled to find another way out. In a moment of clarity, He remembered the tales of the pirate captain who had buried his treasure. It was said that he had hidden a passageway for those who were worthy, a way to escape the island's wrath. With renewed determination, Samuel searched the walls of the cavern, feeling for any irregularities. His fingers brushed against a cool, smooth stone, and with a gentle push, a hidden door creaked open. He slipped through just as the cavern began to collapse behind him. The sunlight poured in, blinding him momentarily as he emerged onto the beach. Gasping for breath, he turned to watch the entrance to the cave collapse, sealing the treasure within once more. As he stood there, heart racing and adrenaline coursing through his veins, Samuel realized that the true treasure of Pirate Island was not the gold or jewels, but the adventure itself. The thrill of discovery, the lessons learned, and the stories that would be shared for generations to come were worth far more than any riches. He would return to his village, not as a man burdened by wealth, but as a storyteller, a keeper of legends, ready to inspire others with the tales of the lost treasure of Pirate Island.